Somehow I can still see. Children look like burnt paper. Black. Not moving. And then the blast wave hits them. And they fly apart like leaves.
Dreams. The end of the world are very common.
It's not a dream anymore, it's real. I know the date it happens.
I'm sure it feels very real to you.
On August 29th, 1997, it's gonna feel pretty fucking real to you, too. Anybody not wearing 2 million sunblock is gonna have a real bad day, get it? God, you think you're safe and alive? You're already...
President Biden signed an executive order today directing the federal government to come up with a plan to regulate cryptocurrencies. The move follows what the Biden administration is calling the, quote, explosive growth of digital assets in recent years. Under the order, the government will coordinate efforts with financial regulators to get a better understanding of the risks and benefits of cryptocurrencies. The directive also calls for the exploration and consideration of creating a digital form of the U.S. dollar.
All our analysis on CBDC, in particular for the use of general use, we tend to establish the equivalence with cash, and there is a huge difference there. For example, in cash, we don't know, for example, who's using a $100 bill today. We don't know who is using a 1,000 peso bill today. A key difference with the CBDC is that central bank will have absolute control. Central bank will have absolute control. Central bank will have absolute control on the rules and regulations that will determine the use of that expression of central bank liability. And also, we will have the technology to enforce that. Those two issues are extremely important, and that makes a huge difference with respect to what cash is.
Essentially, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get people to buy into a solution before they see where it's ultimately going to go. Because you're talking about a transaction system that is no longer a currency, it's a control system. So it's like a credit at the company store. If every central bank comes out with a digital central bank currency, they have the ability to turn your money on and off. So if you don't behave, that's it. And of course, as we know, they want to combine this with transhumanism, which means literally, I take injections that can institute the equivalent of an operating system in my body. And so I'm hooked up to the financial system, literally, physically. Create the equivalent of an operating system and a receiver, and you can literally hook everybody up to the cloud. And that includes hooking them up in a way that their transaction system, the Bible calls it the mark of the beast, is one way people know this up. But you're basically talking about being able to digitally identify and track people in connection with their financial transactions. So it's a world of zero privacy. But more importantly, what's important to understand is if you then institute one or more central bank cryptos, you're now talking about a system where every central bank in the world can shut you off individually from transacting if they don't like the way you're behaving. So many people are familiar with the social credit system in China. It's very similar. You're basically, if you install the smart grid in their car, their community, and now literally in their body, you've got 24/7 surveillance. And if people don't do what you say and behave the way you want, they can and will shut off your money. So, and they'll also have spatial control. If they say you can't travel more than 5 miles, that's it. Because you're in a complete digital control system, and it's controlled by the central bankers through the money. We're digitizing everything, but it includes the human body as well and the human mind. So this system comes with complete control not only of your ability to transact financially, which is hooked up to your body, but very sophisticated mind control technology through the media and those cloud connections. So basically, you're talking about hooking up into the Borg, if you will, and so transhumanism and technocracy go hand in hand. Now, I would describe this as a slavery system.
Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles in Great Millstone. And Barakatham to you brothers as I had teaching this truth with faith and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, okay? And this is just to back up that video, okay, Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, you know? And, you know, when those elite banking families come down, you know, when they when they ultimately plunge this world into even more chaos, they're going to come with the solution as well. And that solution is going to be those RFID chips, which is the MOTB, okay? Which is the mark of the beast. And it's going to have, you know, everything, all your information, but mainly is going to have your bank, okay? It's going to have your means of buying and selling things, okay? And this is verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, okay? And that's why he's going to cause both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. It doesn't matter who you are, you know? It doesn't matter who you are. If you want to be a part of E's new world, you're going to have to get that chip, you know? And this is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10, okay? Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And the hour of temptation, you know, the hour of temptation is when he makes those MOTBs mandatory throughout the entire world. Okay? And because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay? And you know, if you in this truth and you believe in Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, ultimately, if you one of the elect, you know, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua is going to keep you away from that temptation, you know? Because if you take that that chip, you done, man. And let's go get Revelation chapter 14, okay? Revelation chapter 14, and I'll start at verse 9, okay? And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, okay, the same shall drink the wine of the wrath of God, of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, which is poured out without mixture into a cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Holy Lamb, man. So if you take that chip, man, man, you take that chip, it's over, is you done for, okay? Says you might have a couple nuclear warheads with your name on it, you know? And this is verse 11. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever. And that's that place. That's going to be the lake of fire, okay? Babylon the Great, man, is going to be completely wiped off the face of the map, you know? And they have no rest, day nor night, okay? Whoever worship the beast in his image and whoever receiveth the mark of his name. So if you take that chip, you through, man. And you take that chip, you through. And certain brothers, you know, certain brothers are going to be, you know, beheaded for not taking that chip. They're going to become martyrs, okay? So, man, these are the times we're coming into. I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles and great millstone. And this was just a quick lesson.